Well, I'm finally here. Welcome to Lewiston, or as known by many, the Dirty Lou, the Compton of Maine. What's Lewiston like? Well, drugs, violence, crime. You know, like I said, Compton. Hey, but at least the high school soccer team's pretty good. This has been my most recommended town so far when doing the town tour series, and I'm very happy to be here. It's taken a lot of prepping, a lot of writing, and a lot of protection trying to set up coming here today. All right, Louisville Slugger, knives, pepper spray, 9mm, several kitchen knives, razor, and what else am I missing? Potato peeler. Let's take a look at the most poverty-poor town in the state. I'm here at Kennedy Park. It's regarded to be one of the most dangerous places to be in Lewiston at night. A lot of crime happens here. I've been told by many that a lot of people get shot here. It's probably why they have the name Kennedy into it. And also, I don't see a lot of children playing on the swings here for obvious reasons. I guess I can't believe people still settle beef in the playground. You guys have, it seems, a nice collection of warm stuff and food for the homeless and the needy and unfortunate. So, especially in Kennedy Park, where it's a rough part in Lewiston. But what gives you guys the courage and the drive to come here, set up shop, and wait for people to come by?
To spread the word of God.
We provide some of the basics, but we also provide for salvation. So Jesus is the way and the answer.
Jesus is definitely on your side. You guys have been standing here for how long without a single bullet hole in it?
We've been doing this for almost 3 years. So.
Oh my gosh. Do you guys claim this territory too? I am here at Bates College, and is it really worth enrolling here? I mean, the second you leave campus, you're met with the town of Lewiston. Then you really got to ask yourself, was it really worth the 17% acceptance rate? Imagine trying to get your master's here, then telling someone that you got your master's at Bates. And if you don't word it correctly, someone might overhear you and think you're talking about masturbating. Why did you commit to Bates?
Oh, just a chance at a better education. I mean, I was looking at a lot of other schools, but Bates was one that stood out to me. The community here was just very amazing, very welcoming.
A lot of diversity here, I should say.
There is a lot of diversity. Amongst NUSCACs, it's growing. Diversity in these schools are growing. Bowdoin has a lot of people of color, diverse background. So I would say Bates is making his way, making his change. There's a lot more work to do, but it's going.
Oh yeah, totally. See, we're working on a little more. See, there's a black dog over there.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Oh God, I just look how fucking tiny I am. What's your favorite thing about Bates?
The mindset that a lot of the students have. I feel like most of us are preparing ourselves for the inevitable future of adult
college debt.
Yeah. Of trying to figure.
What's your least favorite thing about Bates?
I think it's a double-edged sword that we have such a tight community, because it's great you have your friend groups, but everyone has their own tight-knit friend groups, and it's hard to either break out of the friend groups or be integrated into new friend groups. So
you'd say it's too cliquey here?
I mean, it's not necessarily cliquey in the commonly known definition of cliquey, but tight friend groups do form, and then you kind of find yourself in certain friend groups.
So a clique.
Sometimes.
Did you expect Lewiston to be better or worse when you initially arrived here?
From what I heard, worse. Like, you hear a lot of refugees and everything. People say poverty, but when you come here, it's a beautiful culture around, actually.
Do you like the city of Lewiston?
Yeah, for the most part, I've actually really enjoyed the interactions I've had with it. I unfortunately haven't really interacted until really this year.
Haven't really been out too much because I don't have a car on campus, but from what I've seen, I do.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like sometimes it's hard that Bates is in Lewiston, but not necessarily integrated within Lewiston, and so I can't honestly say that I know the city of Lewiston all that well. It's just what I've seen from the tours and what I've experienced as a Bates student. If you go downtown, you get really cute and nice shops, and I think that's the area that the Bates students tend to gravitate towards.
It can be a bit isolated, the Bates bubble definitely does exist, but I like Lewiston.
Luckily, I had the opportunity to be in Lewiston quite a few times before I moved here because
Luckily, I'm going to take you guys on a little detour to another place near Lewiston, but these two towns are basically tied into one with the people here. So I'm here in Auburn. This place has not been interesting since they got rid of Krispy Kreme here, which the nearest one is in Southern Connecticut. Hey, but at least they got D'Angelo's here. where I can tip my hat to that as a masshole. Auburn is really known for one thing. The mall. I'm here at the Auburn Mall, one of the more dead malls in America. Their competitors across the street, Goodwill, is getting more customers than them. But today's Saturday, so I'm happy to see more than 2 cars parked here. So way past his prime, like Conor McGregor, and still stuck in the 80s, like Vanilla Ice, this town cherishes this Auburn Mall, even though most of the town doesn't visit it. What's inside this mall? As you can see, business always booms here, but at least you have your essentials. JCPenney, GNC, Satan's Gift Shop, Super Shoes, Game Zone, Bath Body Works, Laser Tag, a collectibles place, and I bought a Tom Brady card. When the hell did this place become cool? Someone even made the Auburn Mall in Minecraft. I cannot believe someone out in this world took the time and effort to beautifully create a mall that is borderline deserted. But for real, you have to check this out. I'm here at Lewiston High School, home of the greatest soccer team to ever touch Maine. If you are a high schooler, and you ever want to be carried to a ring, I started riding the bench on this team. They actually had a book made on the soccer team here in Lewiston called One Goal, and it was very successful that Netflix was even thinking about doing a series or quick documentary on it. Good thing Netflix realized that there are more things to talk about than a soccer team in Maine. Netflix was actually going to continue with the documentary, but they actually had to pull out because they heard of the fiasco with Jacob Miller. For those who don't know, which is about 99.9% of you, I went to school with this kid named Jacob Miller. He was a senior and I was a junior on the Mount Blue soccer team. Jacob was notorious for being he wasn't very athletic. He always rode the bench throughout most of his high school career in every sport he did. But one day, it was senior night. And it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a senior, you're starting. And he was starting against the Empire over here. And what does he do? He scores the opening goal against them. It wasn't even a penalty kick. Truly, one of the moments in Mount Blue history. And speaking of which, Mount Blue, why is this picture not framed anywhere or put on a poster? Show some fucking respect, okay? Because of that game and because of his goal, we actually tied with Lewiston. And even though it was a tie, with how bullshit playoff seeding is in high school sports in Maine, we made it to the playoffs. So because of that opening goal, we made it to the playoffs. To wrap up my tour of Lewiston, I am here at Luigi's, one of the more popular restaurants around the area. I'm surprised they haven't came up with a Luigiston burger. It'd be pretty good. A lot of property crime into the ingredients in that one. Thank you all again for watching another town tour. I had a lot of fun coming to Lewiston, shitting my pants every time I pressed record, looking behind me all the time. It was great. If you want to see more content that was probably not allowed on TikTok, please check out my YouTube channel at Michael.Ferrari2003 to see the rest of the town tours on a playlist. That's where you'll find them. Also, check out where I work, Canna Cabana, and our handles there are Canna Cabana CC. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in to the Lewiston video. I know a lot of you have been waiting for it, and here it is. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next town.